What's going on, everybody? My name is Jason. I work at All Out Bikes in Four Oaks, North Carolina. And what we have here is we have a beautiful 1979 Schwinn The Sting. As you can see with this, the decals are in horrible shape. So we got onto the internet. We went to Pork Chop BMX. And Pork Chop actually has some licensed original reproduction decals, and these do look beautiful. This is going to fit multiple year bikes, so by the time we're done putting these decals on here, there's going to be some extra decals left because this decal set covers a number of years, and this is one of the early ones. This was made August of 1979. As you can see right here with the serial number, it has an H, which H is the 8th letter in the alphabet, so that's going to be the month of the year, and 9 is actually the last number of the year, so it would be either 79, 89, 1889. We just know that they only made these within a certain span of time, and we know that this is a 1979, which is interesting because this is an early one. And the way you can tell that this is the early one is on the fork here. The dropout here is a little bit straighter. The later models, actually the second generation fork, had a little bit of a bigger rounded dropout, so this is definitely one of the early ones. And I'm really lucky that we have so many projects. Now, I was planning on doing a full restoration on this, but let me see. I've kind of put off doing videos. It's been busy, and it is Monday evening, and this video is supposed to be out in the morning. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of put the decals on this, and I found a rust spot in the back here. So what we're going to do is we're going to clean this up a little bit and basically have limited time lapse on here so you can actually see what I actually go through whenever I'm doing some of these restorations, or restorations I like to say, because we're not going to do a full restoration on this because I don't even like to replace the decals on this, but the decals, since they're mostly gone, that's whenever I'm very happy to replace the decals. Now the one on the back here, it depends. I have a new one right here, and I may want to kind of leave it, the original one on there, because whenever they're in this much intact, I prefer to leave them in place. But unfortunately, I'm afraid that once I start to replace these decals, they're going to look so different, so obvious that they've been replaced, that it may look out of place. But you know what? We'll find out. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start to remove what's left of the decal on here so that we can put the new one in place. The first thing that we want to do is we want to clean the surface really good, free of debris, even around spots that we're not going to be putting the decal. I don't want to polish this frame because, as you're going to see, whenever you start to peel the decal up, you're going to see a clean spot. So you're going to see exactly where the decal needs to go. In fact, let's just go ahead and do that real quick. I'm going to start to peel this decal up. Okay. Let's get the camera over here. As you can see, as you're peeling this decal off, you actually see exactly where the old decal was after you peel it off. I don't know if I can peel this because this decal is it's so brittle. Try to get this frame to stay in place here. It's so brittle that as we start to peel it, it's probably going to crumble. I try to get a good portion of it up. All right, let's see what happens. Okay. Yeah, it's just kind of tearing away, but so see, we've got an outline of where that decal should be. Alright, first thing we're going to do, we're going to get some of this window cleaner, and we're going to just kind of lightly clean the dirt off. We don't want to clean it up too good because we want that outline. And then we're just going to start to pull the decal off. So another thing that we can do is we can actually get some electrical tape. And come on. Okay, here we go. This electrical tape is pretty old, and it's the sticky part is not so sticky anymore. So we can just get some of this electrical tape, and we can kind of put where the decal kind of ends. Actually, let's see, because it should be pretty even with the other decal. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now let's get another piece of tape. Let's do the other side. So let's see how that looks. I think it's just trying to keep it within a certain range so we don't have to struggle so much to figure out where it's supposed to be. And then we're just going to start peeling off. Okay, so we can still see a little bit of the outline of the decal. This was really on there, really good. And you want to, after doing all that work, you really want to get some window cleaner, and then clean the surface one more time. And then we're going to let it kind of dry. You can actually flip it over and use the rag there. And then we're going to get our decal, which is around here somewhere. Here it is. So we're going to end up placing it about right there. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of peel this off. And we really don't have any of the guides other than the tape that I put here. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of start down here at the bottom. We're going to kind of look let's see. Well, that doesn't look too bad. We're going to work your way slowly up. Okay. That is actually looking really good. We're in between the two pieces of tape. And we're at the bottom here. That lined up quite nicely. Now we just need to do the other side and the other decals. This is going to take a lot of time. Now that we've got this one decal done, which I must say looks amazing, we're going to go ahead and remove this other decal on this side. Now this one hurts me because this decal is the best one on the bike. You can actually see the Sting, and normally I would not remove it, but we've already replaced the one on the other side and it looks amazing. So we're going to do the same thing on this side, and we're going to do the other decals as well. Now, we've already talked about the fact that this decal set, there's going to be some decals still left over, okay? Now, you want to do your diligence by checking, check the internet. It's a wonderful place to actually find information, but of course, do take it with a grain of salt, because I was working on that Mongoose Motomag right over there, and it went together beautifully. Everything came out great. I got everything exactly the way it's supposed to be, except for one thing. The decal that's on top of the Mongoose right here, the orange is going towards the head tube and it's supposed to be the red. So I have to get another decal and I have to turn the decal around because that's not correct. Now, I did do my research. The problem is, whenever I was looking up these 70s Mongooses, I actually saw a couple of them where the orange was up front and a couple of them where the red was up front. I had a 50-50 chance, and it didn't work out. Unfortunately, I did get that one decal wrong, so just be careful. Now, whenever I was looking up on the internet, these 70s bikes, whenever I was looking up old catalogs on this Motomag, the problem is it was in black and white, and I could not see for sure how it was. So be careful, okay? BMX Museum is another good place to actually look. But again, if you look on BMX Museum, same thing. Some of the Mongoose decals were orange in the front, some of them were red in the front because other people have replaced the decals on their bike. So I've done a lot of research on this. I believe I know where most of the decals go. There's a couple of them that I'm questioning, but I'm going to go ahead and replace the decals that I know are supposed to be replaced. And we may need to do some more research. I'll put these in a safe location so that when I feel that I've figured out what's supposed to go where, I can then do that. So let's go ahead and start doing the rest of these decals.
Oh, I don't mind a little rain on my suit. A little bit of angry makes you cute. And we've been watching this show so long, but it feels like everything that we wrote went back into the pen we used. It won't take long, even when I'm without you, when I'm without you, babe. So listen up and play along. And that's how time flies, like we on a different timeline. Tell me that you're here and feeling down for anything. Oh, I'm down for anything. This fine line that we keep on walking all night. Tell me that you're here and feeling down for anything. Oh, I'm down for anything. Down, 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 if we can keep it. Down, 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 if we can keep it. Down, down, down. Oh, I'm down for anything. Down, 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 if we can keep it. Down, 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 if we can keep it. Down, down, down. Ooh, I'm down for anything. Yeah, we can make a mess inside this booth. You're taking me to places old and new. Sweeter sound than our favorite song. And it feels like every time that it comes on, we just roll on till the day's done and the lights gone. And it won't take long, even when I'm without you, when I'm without you, babe. So listen up and play along, yeah. And that's how time flies, like we on a different timeline. Tell me that you're here and feeling down for anything. Oh, I'm down for anything. This fine line that we keep on walking all night. Tell me that you're here and feeling down for anything. Oh, I'm down for anything. Down, 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 if we can keep it. Down, 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 if we can keep it. Down, down, down. Oh, I'm down for anything. Down, 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 if we can keep it. Down, 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 if we can keep it. Down, down, down. Oh, I'm down for anything. For anything. For anything. For anything.
I think this bike is turning out great. Now, this video was only really about the decals on here, but putting these decals on there just really has changed this bike. It looks so much better than it did before because those other decals were in really bad shape. Now, be sure to subscribe because we've got upcoming videos on this 1979 Schwinn The Sting. I really love this bike. This is one of my favorites. So, hey, be sure to leave a comment below on what you might like to see on this bike, or any future content, any DIY videos, or anything in particular that you're wanting to see. I will try to make that happen. So if you did enjoy this video, please smash that like button, and don't forget to tell your friends. Check out some of the other videos on the corner of the screen. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks.